making some oatmeal this morning. I already had a double shot espresso with a cup of milk and half a teaspoon of honey, but I'm switching it up today. I've been doing a lot of almonds, so this morning, it's 6 now, I actually got up at 5. I've been going to bed a little earlier since my trip to Orlando, so it's kind of cool. Trying to keep that rolling. Usually in bed by like 10. I know, I'm old, but it's nice. Trying to prioritize more sleep. So, I know the lighting's kind of bad in here. Got some almonds. I'm going to do 14 grams of that. Finish off this cashew milk I got while I was out there with a touch of almond. Half a serving, which is 1 tablespoon of wheat germ. So, I mean, my oatmeal is pretty much the same every morning. I just changed the flavor profile. I put in vanilla and coconut extract. And then this so far is just the oatmeal microwaved mixed with 60 grams of, or half a serving of just pumpkin puree. And then I did a scoop of strawberry banana, and it is so good. The Legion brand, if anything, it just tastes amazing. But it also, I mean, it has a good protein content as well. We can talk about that later. Not sponsored or anything. It's just one of my favorites. I'm doing half a Red Delicious apple. Something a little different. These were on sale for 98 cents a pound. I also have some Granny Smiths. I've been doing tons of Fuji apples because for weeks those have been under $1 a pound. Yeah, so I thought I'd show you. I think it's kind of important. I mean, like I've said before, you don't have to measure and weigh and do all that stuff. So with nuts especially, since they are high in fat, and fat is more dense in calories, if you want to have a more specific goal, it's good to track and to weigh, so you have an idea. You don't have to get crazy with it. It's just so you can stay as close as you can. Not necessarily, it's not about being perfect. Like, I'm going to show you this. Look, a serving is 28 grams, so I try to do 14 grams, half a serving. This one just went a little over. This scale is more of a shipping scale, so it doesn't do as well with lighter loads. It tends to do 2 gram increments. So that could be 17 grams, not quite 18, but it doesn't matter. So that's roughly half a serving. Usually I'll get it right around 14, but I'm not going to go insane with it. But see, so a serving here, it's all fine, guys, but the only thing is, it's like fat's totally fine. It's really easy to pack on the calories, and it's still early, so I want to eat throughout the day, and I have my goal of about 2,500 calories a day, give or take. So if I ate a whole serving, that would just be a lot of calories all at once, first thing in the morning at just barely 6, where, you know, I like to eat throughout the day because I'm going to be doing different things. Get some light here. It's going to be a busy day, so I want to make sure I have plenty of room. I'm going to have a nice little salad today. I grilled up a whole family pack of chicken, so I have that. I got to get this thing ready, but I'm not really that hungry. I just like to eat my breakfast because today this is my first day of doing 6 weeks of the work. I'm going to be doing a whole different training schedule. Moving the next 6 weeks forward here. I did the fit test yesterday, which I have that footage I'm going to put together. You will see that. That will already be on YouTube before this video is ever up. That's what I had going on. I'm going to finish this and have my breakfast. So this is what I got. You can see everything. I sprinkled some cinnamon on it too. I love my breakfast here. And of course it's augmented with some protein too, so it's not just carbs and fat, but I like doing a heavier carb breakfast before my workout. So I'm going to do this and get some stuff organized around the house so this absorbs a little bit, and then I'll do my workout. I forgot to mention, I took half of that Red Delicious apple and put it in here with some lemon juice. This is the other half for an intro workout or an after workout, whatever. I'm not working out that long. The workout I'm doing, I think, is like 45 minutes or something, so it's not really that long. my normal routine would be like over an hour and a half or so because of the weights and then going cardio and core and all that stuff. So an intro workout, I've started incorporating things like that, like quicker digesting carbs. Like usually I do banana. That's where you have like the drinks that you can drink mid-workout, or even like a Gatorade, so it kind of replenishes partway through the workout, so you can avoid cramping and have energy and all that stuff. But I'm just playing around right now with nutrition and my fitness and all that stuff. So I'm gonna write this down. Sleep around 10, and I got up around 5. So that was a good 7 hours. Okay. And I do a day, it's every 3 lines. And then, so this is what I would do. Half a cup oats. I'm just gonna scribble this down. 60 grams. A pump. I did 14. I just kind of write it as it comes to mind. 14 grams of almonds. So the order gets all mixed up sometimes from like day to day, but this is pretty consistent. This one meal is basically the same, except for slightly different apple combinations and different combinations of extracts, so different flavor profiles, different proteins. Sometimes I use protein in there, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do PB powder, sometimes I do whey. It mixes up quite a bit. I switch up the nuts that I put in there. So there's a lot of different combinations, textures, flavors. Sometimes I do wheat germ, sometimes I don't. Oh yeah, wheat germ. So 1 tablespoon of wheat germ. Okay, so now we're having meal 2. Get some better lighting here. So this is just, I know it's not much to look at, but it's 170 grams of my non-fat plain Greek yogurt for a good amount of protein. And then the other half of my Red Delicious apple from this morning that I had in the oatmeal. This is just chopped up, so half an apple, and 1 tablespoon of wheat germ. I also stirred in some vanilla. It's artificial, but some vanilla extract. There we go. So I decided to do, I'm not going to do milk this round. I'll save that later for today. I just did it's just a double shot. Double shot espresso. I'm going to make it an Americano, so I'm going to add some, I can't do it with this, but I'm going to add some hot water from here. Just top up the cup. And that'll be it. So that's going to be my coffee. I have to edit some videos, so I'm just going to have this, and then right around somewhere between noon and 2, I'll have my next meal. All right, time to go eat some food. I'm just finally finishing some content that I'm going to upload here soon. So let's go make some food. About on schedule. It's about 1. By the time I eat, it'll be like 1:20ish by the time I warm this up. So not too bad. Just going to have one of my prepped meals. So I'm going to toss that in the microwave, which is super dirty. But I'm going to get that ready. So about 5 minutes, this will be good to go. Okay, so actually I'm really excited because I thought this one was going to be tilapia, but I had a few that I mixed some grilled chicken in. So today is going to be grilled chicken. And sweet potato, 150 grams, 100 grams of brown rice, and then 85 grams of green beans. I think that's 4 ounces. I need to weigh that out. I can't remember how many, what the overall portion size was. Doesn't matter, but I think it's about 4.5. And then I'm just doing a little extra carbs. 1 piece of Ezekiel bread, nice and toasted, just plain. That right there. Just because it ended up being 4.5 ounces of chicken, and I added some salt, pepper, and then some of this hot sauce here on the rice, which is this stuff. I just picked up a 3-pack at Sam's Club a little while back, so it's really good. Just decided to have that coffee, double shot, steaming a cup of 2%. I'm going to add some maple extract here in a moment. Oops. There we go. So this is actually my second today. Double shot with 1 cup of 2% steamed milk. I had one this morning that I didn't record. I decided to do this full day of eating right after that. But so yeah, this is number 2. Basically 2 cups of 2%. And just as normal, steamed milk. I put on the little bit of cinnamon there, and that's half a teaspoon of this amazing honey. Got this natural raw honey. This came from
Lake Wales, directly from a farm. I mean, straight from. This isn't store bought. This is from a little bit northern Florida, a little bit outside of Orlando. I think it's like 45 minutes or so in Lake Wales. This family farm, and they have a self-serve where you can go in, kind of an honor system, and you could buy their fresh harvested honey, and you just drop cash in the box. So this stuff is from the orange orchards, and oh my god, it's so good. Okay, we have dinner now. This is going to be it's about a cup of lettuce mix and a cup of raw spinach, 14 grams of pecans. I put, you see the salsa. I mean, I measure and weigh. It doesn't really matter. Things like the lettuce and the cucumbers and whatnot. But I want to actually do a slightly lesser portion tonight than last night because too much fiber and stuff all at once just is not a good time. So lightening that up a bit, actually increasing the protein, decreasing the overall vegetable carbs and fibers stuff here. Anyway, so about, I think it was 100 grams of cucumbers. The tomato weighed about, I think it was about 85 grams. Avocado, the other half from yesterday, that was 55 grams. I also put some hot sauce, some salt and pepper, and this is 10 ounces of grilled chicken. So I still have quite a bit more to go tonight. I'm gonna make some stuffed green peppers, which I'll show you. Okay, so now we're doing, I'm making those stuffed green peppers. So I just took out, I've actually had these are already cooked lentils, green lentils, and they're frozen, it's 200 grams. This is just the top of the green peppers. And then I've got Roma tomato underneath. And some baby bella mushrooms, some salsa. I'm cooking some 93.7 ground beef right now, which I'll weigh that out after. I added some salt, some pepper, some hot sauce. And I'm just writing down the portions because I'm going to go into MyFitnessPal and just kind of create a recipe so it will calculate based on serving sizes a rough idea of the macros and the calories per green pepper. So again, averages, doesn't matter to be exact, but just basically divided by 6. All of this stuff is going to end up mixed together, and then I'm going to put it in the oven and bake it just a little while to kind of al dente on the green peppers. But yeah, so then I'll have 1 or 2 of those tonight, and then I'll have some for the next couple days. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention too, I have been drinking this. I forgot, but it really doesn't matter because it's literally just nothing, just sparkling water. But I did add slowly, because I found the first time I tried this, it explodes. I got these from Starbucks. I just grabbed a few. Whole Earth. They're a stevia monk fruit, I think. Basically an artificial sweetener. Okay, and I actually put 2 of these inside here, just to kind of make it more of a, I don't know, a treat. So it's sparkling water that's kind of sweet with cherry flavor. And I finished off one earlier that was like that much left of orange, like all the way down the bottom. So, but that's what I'm having for just kind of a snack. Something a little different than just plain old water. This is looking so good. Smells amazing. It's basically like a pizza. I mean, this is pretty much pizza. I just put, these are the red pepper, red onion I just added is actually a bunch I prepped and froze. So I just put that in here to cover and kind of let this all thaw and become warm. And then I'll mix it all together with the tomatoes and the salsa. And then see if I can somehow shove it all inside of these green peppers. I don't know how I did it, guys, but somehow, let me get into this lighting. Somehow I made everything fit. I did not think it was going to be possible, but it fit exactly. And then I topped it off with the salsa that I had. So now I'm just going to toss it in the oven for a little bit and kind of make the green pepper al dente, more or less. And then I'll have one for dinner. I'll chop one in half and show you. I'm going to enjoy this, and then I have one more kind of a snack / dessert tonight, which I'll make and show you. And that'll conclude today's day of eating. All right, it's getting around 10 o'clock. I'm going to have just kind of one more snack. So I just want to show you guys, I don't know if you've ever seen PB powder. It looks kind of weird right now, but it's just this stuff. It's more or less just like dehydrated peanut butter, but a lot less fat. So I added the liquid. I put a little bit of maple. Oops, a little bit of maple extract in here as well. So I'm going to do that, finish stirring that. 140 grams of strawberries. I'm going to chop these all up. I'm going to do 14 grams of walnuts. Decided to add those to get the calories up a bit more. And then you've already seen the PB. So let me kind of get this prepared and make it look a lot better than it does right now. It ends up being quite a bit of strawberries, 140 grams once you're, I chop them all up. And then I'm just going to do half a cup of the unsweetened almond milk. There we are. I also topped it with a little bit of cinnamon. And, well, that is it, guys. So basically this in place of like a bowl of mindless ice cream, which is still good. Sometime in the future I'll include some ice cream here and there, but this is basically a dessert, but way better, with the PB powder and the strawberries and walnuts and then almond milk, a little bit of maple, and then some cinnamon. It has maple extract. It has tons of flavor. It's, to me anyway, it's very sweet, and it's good. It's going to help me hit my calorie goal. I'm a little shy today of 2,500, just by barely, but again, it's just averages, more or less. Tomorrow, I think moving forward, like I said before, I'm in the range of 2,500. My goal is 2,500, upwards to 2,750. I'm going to try to work towards the higher range of that this next week and see what happens. However, the fitness, like what I'm doing now with the workout program I just started, doing 6 weeks of the work, one of Beachbody's newer programs, I feel like I'm just overall just lesser time moving throughout the day. So I am incorporating, I'm going to go for some walks here and there, just some low, steady state stuff, just kind of get out, get some fresh air, get out of the house. I think my calorie burn overall, though, is going to be lesser. So the 2,500 might be fine, but I'm still trying to find that level to stay lean, but also work towards eventually add more muscle. I don't think it's going to happen during this program. It seems more of like a cardio conditioning program more than actual like muscle building. But moving into the new year, I want to move in towards, since this year I kind of, I won't say mastered, but it's kind of the word that's coming to mind. I got this down. It's been sustainable since April. I have just stayed lean, and I've just been toying with my calorie range, my activity levels, and trying to find a good balance. So I think in 2020, it will be kind of cool to move in towards seeing what kind of natural muscle I can gain over time, and just kind of playing with that stuff. So that'll include different training and also messing with my calorie levels and just kind of seeing what happens. So I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to show you also kind of the wrap up in the MyFitnessPal, just give you an idea of my overall calories and macros for the day. This is going to be it, besides maybe a little bit of water. I might have a tea later. If I do, I'll show you, but I'm not sure. This might just be the last thing that I have. It's about 10. I've been up since 5, so probably going to go to bed around 11. I'm still pretty awake, but I can feel that I'm getting a little more tired. So I'm going to eat this and just do that. So other than that, besides the clip I'm going to show you, the MyFitnessPal, let me grab that now and just show you. Let me make sure I have everything put in here. This is roughly where I hit with my macros. Hopefully you can see this okay. Okay. And then net calories 2486 for the day. Don't worry about the pie thing, but that's just kind of, I mean, I guess this more or less shows kind of how I split my calories up throughout the day, but I don't even ever look at that. I don't really care. What I do care about is my protein, my making sure I have the calories in is where I need it to be, and everything else seems to just fall into place. And one other thing, I was going to put pecans in this, but I noticed as far as the overall fats, the saturated, poly, and mono unsaturated, poly being my understanding the best, the healthiest of those fats. So I wanted to bring that up a little bit, and walnuts have a they're more concentrated in polyunsaturated fats versus the mono, and of course a lot less saturated fat. So that I still try to keep 25 or less grams a day, but usually it's lesser. So these are kind of the rough numbers here, if you can see that. Make sure this is focusing. So that's it though. This has been a day of eating. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll keep these things coming, and I'll try to do different videos where I eat, where I maybe mix things up and have different varieties of food, so you can see kind of how I mix it up and how I kind of combine things and how I'm able to stay on track. This is subjective to me, but it's working. It's what's been working, and I keep tinkering with it. I keep learning more. I keep going on these little adventures and finding new ways to make things that taste amazing, but that also fit my goals. So that's the kind of stuff I want to bring to you. So with that said, Jason here, betterbody90.com. Keep doing what it takes, and I will see you next video.